And some disturbing video to show you tonight of a pit bull attack in a Ahuntsic-Cartierville. It happened outside an apartment building and it left a 29-year-old woman with injuries that have her unable to work for the next 4 to 6 weeks. People living at the building want the dog euthanized, but so far all the dog's owner has received is a fine. Rob Lurie with more on that tonight.
Surveillance video shows Nancy Martel walking into her building when seemingly for no reason, the dog named Chucky starts biting. He locks onto her for 20 seconds and even drags Martel. No amount of kicking or pulling the leash can stop the attack. When Chucky finally lets go, Martel is bleeding profusely and in shock. 9 days later, Nancy Martel is still in pain.
I have some trouble with my ligaments in my knee, and I have stitches here and here.
She also has serious cuts on her fingers and may have permanent damage, but in spite of that, she feels somewhat lucky.
The dog bite me like just beside the big vein of the thigh. So it could have been really worse.
Following the attack, the landlord called police and the city. Chucky's owner was given a $500 fine and ordered to keep the dog muzzled for the next 90 days. But the dog still remains at the building.
Les locataires m'appellent à longueur de journée. Ils ont peur pour leur sécurité.
I'm getting calls all day, says the landlord. The tenants are scared for them and their children. The landlord wants Chucky the dog out of the building, but the owner refuses to go. So the landlord went to the Régie to have him evicted.
On va se voir dans 3 ans.
But because the Régie doesn't think it's an urgent matter, they gave him a hearing in 3 years. The borough says it's following the law, and within 2 to 3 weeks will send a veterinarian to evaluate Chucky's behavior.
On peut demander à ce que l'animal soit euthanasié.
If we deem he's dangerous, he says, we'll insist Chucky be euthanized. The SPCA is quick to say don't blame the pit bull breed.
It is very rarely the dog's fault. It is often what shaped the dog into becoming a certain way.
Having said that, animal behavior experts at the SPCA watched video of the attack.
What this dog seemed to have done does look alarming. It is not a normal behavior for a dog to just randomly attack somebody.
As Chucky awaits his fate, Nancy Martel is recovering and unable to work for more than a month. She says she's not mad at her neighbor, but hopes she'll never have to deal with the dog again. Rob Lurie, CTV News.